It was one of the strangest and funniest days of my career. I was preparing for a big match in Barcelona, warming up on the pitch, focused and serious, when suddenly, out of nowhere, Homer Simpson appeared. Yes, the real Homer Simpson. He was holding a giant pink donut in his hand and waving like he was part of the team. I froze for a second. The whole stadium gasped, and then everybody started laughing and cheering. At first, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Homer walked across the grass so casually, like he owned the stadium. He waved to the fans, blew kisses, and even bowed, as if he was a superstar. The crowd went wild. Some fans even started chanting his name. Homer! 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 I tried to stay focused. But honestly, I was laughing so hard I almost fell over. Then Homer decided to join my warm-up routine. He tried to copy my stretches, my high knees, even my side steps. But instead of looking like an athlete, he looked like, well, Homer. His belly was bouncing, his arms were flapping, and he refused to let go of that donut. At one point, he tripped on the ball and rolled across the grass like a bowling ball. The crowd loved it. I had tears in my eyes from laughing. But Homer wasn't finished. He picked up a football and shouted, "Penalty!" He wanted to challenge me right there in front of everyone. I placed the ball on the spot, looked him in the eyes, and I could see he was serious. Well, as serious as Homer can be. I took my shot, clean and powerful, and scored. The net shook. Homer, who had decided to be the goalkeeper, jumped the wrong way and landed flat on his back. The stadium exploded with laughter. Homer jumped up, covered in grass stains, and said, "Again! Again!" So we switched roles. He took the ball, ran up to shoot, and with all his strength, kicked it straight into the stands. The ball flew so far it knocked over a tray of popcorn. Fans screamed and laughed at the same time, but Homer didn't care. He slid on his belly across the pitch, celebrating like he had just won the Champions League final. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I decided to show him some real skills. I dribbled the ball around him, flicked it over his head, nutmegged him, spun with flair. The crowd started chanting "Ole! Ole! Ole!" each time I tricked him. Homer tried to copy me, but he got tangled in his own legs, tripped over and face-planted into the grass. The fans loved him even more. At one point, he got so tired that he just lay down in the middle of the pitch eating his donut. I sat next to him laughing, and he said, "Neymar, you're fast, but I've got donuts." I almost couldn't breathe from laughing. Even the referee didn't know what to do. He just stood there with his whistle, shaking his head. The scoreboard operator even joined the fun. Suddenly, the giant screen showed. Neymar won, Homer 0. The crowd roared. Homer looked up, shocked, and shouted, "That's not fair." Then he pointed at me and said, "One more chance." So I agreed. He kicked again, missed again, and this time the ball hit the camera on the sideline. Everyone laughed so hard that the chants got even louder. By the end, I put my arm around him and we both waved to the crowd. Fans were taking pictures, singing, chanting our names together. It felt less like a football match and more like a comedy show inside the stadium. As we walked off the pitch together, Homer leaned close to me and whispered, "You may be the king of football, but I am the king of donuts." And honestly, I had to agree. That moment, unforgettable.